something about driving from Minneapolis to Milwaukee when it's 98 degrees out and no air conditioning in the van. And living on 3 hours of sleep. So when I forget the words, I hope someone will prompt me. Calling all dreamers and optimistic fools. Don't let go of your dreams. Make it now, make it all come true. You believe in a brighter day. I know we can find our way to this island in a starry ocean. Poetry in motion. This islander spinning like a dancer. Gravity is the answer. Rendezvous with the moon. This islander. Well, we don't know what's in store today, but we can spread our wings and we can soar away, or we can go like the dinosaurs, they say. The choice is ours to make, and it only seems like this to me, that we can wake up one day and be history, or stick around to unravel the mystery of how we came to be on this island in a starry ocean. Poetry in motion. This islander, a beautiful oasis for the human races, the only home that we know. This islander. Oh, this islander. Oh, this islander. Well, I know we can touch the stars one day and kick up the dust on Mars one day, or hit the lights of the Milky Way, but we've got to find our way. If you're looking for a miracle, open up your eyes. There was one this morning just about sunrise. Dawn came breaking like a wave in the sea, and it's there for you and me. Calling all dreamers and optimistic fools. Don't let go of your dreams. Make it now, make it all come true. You believe in a brighter day. I know we can find our way to this island in a starry ocean. Poetry in motion. This islander spinning like a dancer. Gravity is the answer. Rendezvous with the moon. This islander on this island in a starry ocean. Poetry in motion. This islander, a beautiful oasis for the human races, the only home that we know. This islander. Oh, this islander. Oh, this islander. Oh, this island. Did I mention that I just love to have people singing along and joining in on songs? Well, if I didn't, I'll mention it now. Great. I actually worked on really hard for this and made up a set list, something I ordinarily do. But I forgot. So where's Erin? She's back. Oh, all right. This is a Jimmy Webb song that I changed the third verse on. Turned it into a full-fledged Filk song instead of 3/4 of a Filk song. I was a highwayman Long coach roads I did ride, my sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner round the Horn to Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in the blow. And when the mast snapped off, they said that I was killed, but I am living still. I was a teacher, in the Challenger I flew towards a future bright and new, with 6 companions and the dreams of millions more. I heard the thunder and I felt the engines roar. And when the shuttle blew, they said that I was dead, but I've just gone ahead. I fly a starship through a universe goodbye, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will remain. And I'll be back again. A really great blues writer, Doug McKenty, who, in amongst all of the other really raunchy, down and out blues that he does, wrote a tune that caught my ear and I like it a lot. Play your Jack there on the bass. Yeah. Sure. B minor A and G. Of course, it's the same. It's not so dark in the cave tonight. Just over here there's a crack of light. Tomorrow's the day. I heard the voices coming through the wall. They're digging for a brand new shopping mall. Just knocked off for the day. Well, it's late at night and the stars are deep, and I'm okay. I don't need sleep. I've been sleeping for quite some time. And I'm ready to dance with the devil's daughter, and I don't need to walk on water when I know I can run on wine. Well, there's voices humming through the ground, spirits that kick old bones around, and the wind picks up again. And the ocean slows its time to wait, and the lions roar at heaven's gate. The forest people call my name. They call my name and never understood that I am the spirit of the wind and the wood, and I am the name in the writing on the wall. And I don't know when, I don't know how. I do know I'm much stronger now. I wouldn't have come if I hadn't heard you call. Well, I remember when they put me in, the workmen wrapped in masks of fear, slowly rolling in the stone. They nailed my hands to a rowan tree, they burned my body, they blinded me, and they buried me here alone. And Arthur kissed my bloody eye, said, you will live, we will die, but you will harm no one here. And over his shoulder high on a hill, I see her watching, laughing still, the lovely Guinevere. And Arthur cursed when he saw me smile. The sun went dark, the wind went wild, and he put me in this place. For years I've slept in this holy park, slowly wheeling in the dark. I can hardly wait to see that workman's face.
Merlin. Aaron. Oh, yes. In G, Jack. This is one that hopefully lots of people know. Called tuning. Right. And pale was the wounded knight that bore the rowan shield. Loud and cruel were the ravens' cries that feasted on the field, saying, "Beck water cold and clear can never heal your wound. There's none but the witch of the Westmoreland can make thee hail and sound." So turn the stallion's head, the little red mane flies in the wind, and the bright of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind, and its clear was a paling moon. When its shadow passed him by, below the hills were the brightest stars, when he heard the owlet cry, saying, "Why do you ride this way? And wherefore come you here? I seek the witch of the Westmoreland, who dwells by the winding mere. Well, it's weary by the Earl's water, and the misty brave burn way, till through the cleft of the Kirsten Pass the winding waters lay." He said, "Lie down to Brindle town, and rest ye, me good grey hawk. Thee my steed may graze I fill, for I must dismount and walk. But come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear the sun will rise this morning, will serve me best of all. Sits down to the water's brim, is born the rowan shield, and the golden rod he has cast into sea, what the lake might yield. And wetter rolls she from the lake, and fast and fleet when she, one half the form of a maiden fair, with a jet black mare's body, and long, long shrill he blew, till his steed was by his side. Overhead the grey hawk flew, and swiftly he did ride, crying, "Force my brindle down, and fetch me the jet black mare. Stoop and strike my good grey hawk, and bring me the maiden fair." She said, "Bray sheathe thy silvery sword, lay down thy rowan shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field." She stood in a gown of velvet blue, bound round with a silver chain. She's kissed his pale lips once and twice, and 3 times round again. She's bound as a root with a golden rod, full fast in her arms he lay, and he has risen pale and sound with the sun high in the day. And she said, "Right you brindled on that heel. And your good grey hawk in hand, there's a mountain arm, the night who's dealing with the witch of the Westmoreland. Hey! Okay. I'm going to switch over to this thing. Just have to find the right place to put it. Oh, you're right. All right. I may as well do another song. This is one that Stan wrote. That last one he did a tremendous version of, and it was written by Archie Fisher. Right? This one I like a lot. It fits in quite well with Filk music, everything that we do around here. Cold wind on the harbor and rain on the road. Wet promise of winter brings a recourse to cold. There's a fire in the blood and the fog on Brador. A giant will rise with the moon. 'Twas the same ancient fever in the Isles of the Blest that our fathers brought with them when they went west. It's the blood of the Druids that never can rest. The giant will rise with the moon. So crash the glass down, move with the tide. Young friends and old whiskey are burning inside. Crash the glass down, bingo will rise with the moon. Clement to weather the people are paying 3,000 years stories as the night slips away. Remembering bingo seems not far away. The giant will rise with the moon. The wind's in the north, there'll be a new moon tonight, and we have no circle to dance in its sight. So light a torch, bring a bottle, and build the fire bright. The giant will rise with the moon. So crash the glass down, move with the tide. Young friends and old whiskey are burning inside. Crash the glass down, bingo will rise with the moon. Cold wind on the harbor and rain on the road. Wet promise of a winter brings a recourse to cold. There's a fire in the blood and the fog on Brador. The giant will rise with the moon. Since you stole one of the songs that I was going to do, I think I'll try to steal them back. Hopefully, though, they'll help me through.
Yeah. I never remember. I only wrote them, I didn't.
I guess that's close enough. As we say in my other carnation. Carnation? Incarnation? Reincarnation? I don't know. Anyway, in the world of folk music, that's close.
down in the bright bazaar, a glimpse of eyes where none should shine, a glimpse of eyes translucent gold and slitted against the sun. This the clue and this the sign that sets him on his quarry's line. But she has encamped in a dream, and now she's on the run. Faster than a thought she flees, and seeks the jungle's sheltering trees. But he is steady on the track, and half a breath behind. She tastes his scent upon the breeze, and looking past her shoulder sees he treads upon her shadow. She fears the hunter's mind. So now she summons all her wits, and every trick she knows to hide, to make him lose a twisting track, to throw him off her trail. In woman form and leopard hide, boarding leaping side to side, she doubles back along her track and sees her efforts fail. He stands before her dark and grim, her terror now she can't suppress. He blocks the only pathway out and will not let her by. Her cold flanks heaving in distress, half woman and half leopardess. To other side, nowhere to hide, it's time to fight or die. But what is this to her amaze? The man has thrown his gun away. Quietly he draws near her now, a smile upon his face. Before she thinks to run or stay, his body blurs like softened clay. To her surprise, before her eyes, a leopard in his place. The hunter they have sought in vain, and now the talk of love's is of a canny leopard pair, a sight none will forget. The ones have seen them near or far, in sunlight or where shadows are, side by side the hunt and hide. No one has got them yet. My daughter sings a lot better. Oh, that's good, Nate. I'll put it on my next album. While I'm stealing, I'll steal from another Winnipeg songwriter. By now, I hope everyone has heard this song. For his sake, he gave up a damn good job to go on the road and become a musician. He and his band called the Crash Testings. Tarzan wasn't the latest man. He just come along, scooping up under his arm like that. Swift as a cat in the jungle. But Clark Kent, now there was a reason. He would not be caught sitting around in no jungle scheme. Dumb as a native, doing nothing. Superman never made any money, saving the world from Solomon ground there. And sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him. Hey, Mom, Soup had a straight job, even though he could have smashed through any bank in the United States. He had the strength, but he would not. Folks said his family were all dead, their planet crumbled, but Superman, he forced himself to carry on, forget Krypton and keep going. Superman
Superman never made any money, saving the world from sorrow and grinding. And sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him. Tarzan was king of the jungle, Lord over all the apes. But he could hardly string together 4 words. I Tarzan knew James. Sometimes when soup was stopping from, I'll bet he was tempted to just quit and turn his back on man. Join Tarzan in the forest. But he stayed in the city and kept on changing clothes in dirty old bones till his work was through. Nothing to do but just go on home. Superman never made any money, saving the world from Sodom and grinding. And sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him. Sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him.
Well, speaking of Winnipeg, we have another good musician here, Get him up here to join me. Because I just fell apart there. Anyways, it is good. Anyone who's perhaps heard my second tape? Yep.
I think you're going to teach me that tuning song.
The tuning song. Oh.
I like it.
God, I don't. Just a minute or 17 break here, folks. He'll tune to me, and then I'll go to tune. So then I'll get the tune, and then he'll get the tune. It'll all fall
Nobody
asleep.
will notice. If we act casual.
Right. As long as someone points it out to them, that's what we're doing. The thing is that the winters in Winnipeg get a mite cold, and they're very long.
And part of that is
That's right.
Why don't I use these?
Why is he
It's
what?
warm.
because we're Canadian, we're tough.
So we get to spend 4 months playing music and 4 months tuning. Anyways, as I was saying, if anyone who's heard my second tape knows it's called Ramblin' the Galaxy, and it's named for the lead song on the tape, which is called Ramblin' Bill Finch, which Mr. Graham Leathers wrote. So I thought I'd get him to help me out on this tune. Are you going to stand up? Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. Okay. You ready to go? Go.
Let's do it.
I want to tune some more. It's so much fun. Finch was an educated man, he rambled far and wide. Each time he saw a screech, oh wonder what's on the other side. At the age of 2, he's crossing the street, and before he'd seen his town. By the time he reached his 14th year, he'd been the world round. Then one day he looked up in the air to think of all the stories he'd known.
days, another holiday, Warp 69. By the way, that's the chorus. Just in case you missed that the first time around. We'll come around to it again and everybody can jump in, right? So early the very next morning, Joe jumped out of bed. He brushed his teeth, put a comb in his pocket and a rambling hat on his head. He went to the railroad station, catch a train at 9. But this was a way to take a roundabout way on a ferry across space and time. While the clouds, big ship came down, 4 round feet settled into the ground. Great big middle opened up wide on a little green man said, Joe, jump inside. Now rambling the galaxy, Joe is doing fine. And every day's another holiday at Warp 69. They trained him well and they gave him a ship, a vessel on the stereo. They set him free in the galaxy, and now he's never coming home. He's gone and he's still rambling with the universe to explore. I can't say I know just where he is, but you can bet that he is somewhere. Then one day I was standing by the well, and Joe came down to visit for a spell. Asked him where you're going, and he answered with a smile, heading for Andromeda, think it'll be a while. Now he's down rambling the galaxy, Joe is doing fine. And every day is another holiday at Warp 69. I watched his spaceship pass him away, he texted me a postcard yesterday. Said, Epic, I'm a killer, his wife, I'm here, having a great time. I wish you were here. Now he's down rambling the galaxy, Joe is doing fine. And every day is another holiday at Warp 69. Yes, he's down rambling the galaxy, Joe is doing fine. And every day is another holiday at Warp 69. Warp 69. Warp 69.
Winnipegers do it better. Graham also plays guitar and certainly has written a lot more than one song. So I'm going to make him work now. And the whistle. By the way, if anybody see the stray missing deep penny whistle, will you let me know? Mine has gone and wandered. Right. No, it's metal. What are the El Cheapo penny whistles?
Well, do you like dragons? Let's hear the song about a dragon.
I'm not trying to it's going to be a yell song with a banjo.
And an old legend. It says, when you look into the dragon's eyes, you can see the future. And old legends. Righteous was a dragon from a kingdom far away. He ruled the skies with emerald eyes, he'd steal your soul, they say. But Righteous was a careful sword, he made his mountain home. His name was high in a mountainside, carved in living stone. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, you'll never know exactly what you'll see. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, too many times you'll find the palace he restless king heard of the dragon in his land, and thought that he could maybe see the destiny of man. So he set away to find this mighty legend of the skies, to go and find the dragon and look into his eyes. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, you'll never know exactly what you'll see. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, too many times you'll find a fallacy. They traveled across the prairies and through the purple hills, and everywhere they went they thought it was the dragon's will. They traveled many days along the rugged mountain trail, as on and on they ventured, determined not to fail. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, you'll never know exactly what you see. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, too many times you'll find a fallacy. Then one day the dragon came in soaring from the skies, with 4 feet on the ground he still stood 7 fathoms high. The king pulled up their weapons and waited for fighting to begin, as he spread his mighty wings and flashed them all a dragon grin. Read the people's thoughts, and he spoke to them with his. He asked them why they came here and what their problem is. The king explained the legend and the dragon heaved a sigh, and then he asked if he could look the dragon in the eye. The viceroy reached out to his king, touched his shoulder with his hand, and said to him, "Your Majesty, don't be a foolish man. For the dragon's gaze hold secrets mortal men should never know. Now if you've learned your lesson, to be turned around and go. When you look into the eyes of the dragon, he will reveal the darkest secrets of your soul. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, remember some things are just better left untold." The king said, "I am ready," and the dragon lowered his head. He looked deep in the dragon's eyes, and this is what he said. "The dragon's eyes, they really are a lovely shade of green, but I don't see the future. Is it in there to be seen?" And the dragon said, "And now you see, the legend isn't true. I merely am another creature such as you. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, I guarantee you won't see very far. And when you look into the eyes of the dragon, you'll just see things for what they really are."
How's our time?
Oh, give the last one. See, I don't think they did those other 2 hours.
Well, actually, they did say they're going to throw us out of the room, but
Got it until at least 1:30, possibly later.
He knows.
written down there.
We've got it on the contract until at least 1:30 this morning. That I can guarantee.
In other words, as long as you know that.
You have another 17 minutes left in your hour.
Well, anything anybody wants to hear? Early. And to take motion pardon. Early? Early. Ah.
All right, that's something. Yes. Yeah. Hearing that is not awesome. Never heard of
I heard Stan say one time that it was about 5 years after Leonard wrote that parody that he had actually heard it. And once he heard it, he found it damn hard to sing Barrett's with. Okay, well, we'll do this for Jackson. It's in G. This is a great Brown song. I like this song. Right?
I like all songs.
Right. Early one morning, I walked out alone. I looked down the street, no one was around. The sun was just coming up over my home on Hickory Street in a little farm town. Ain't that morning light pretty when the dew is still heavy, so bright and early? My home on the range is a one-horse town. It's all right with me. Cloud rose the prairie gave plenty. The little towns blossomed, soon there were many scattered like fireflies across the dark night. And one was called Early, they sure named it right. Ain't that morning light pretty when the dew is still heavy, so bright and early? My home on the range is a one-horse town. It's all right with me. Many dry summers parched all the fields, burnt the fine colors, cut down the yield. But the rains returned to wash away our fears. It's the fullest green summer we've seen for years. Ain't that morning light pretty when the dew is still heavy, so bright and early? My home on the range is a one-horse town. It's all right with me. Ain't that morning light pretty when the dew is still heavy, so bright and early? My home on the range is a one-horse town, and it's all right with me. Help me out with this one. I think we'll close with this one, and then we'll figure out. There is supposedly another room that's been set aside for filking or just sing along with on. Fourth floor? Okay, as long as there isn't smoke around it.
No, it's not smoking.
Not smoking area? Great.
Right.
So, by now, everyone must know this song. There's a... Pardon? Oh! You know, that's a damn fine idea. Yeah, right. We're going to get
Mr. Jack McKenty up here, who's been quietly sitting behind there playing bass, and who is one hell of a fine bass player, by the way. Who,
There's a champion job of drinking water.
If anybody,
you know why he's such a good bass player, right? You know, he came up in Smith when you're in Winnipeg,
Yes.
and there's nothing else to do but play music, so.
and if anybody gets a message from Jack saying he meant to do that, the appropriate answer is, in the most patronizing tone you can muster, yes, Jack, of course you did.
Jack, play us something.
Misty, do you ever have characters that decide to do things by themselves? Well, of all the things I've written, everything else winds up set in concrete and says, okay, I'm done now, you can leave me alone. This one, every time I think, aha, at last I've got you, yeah. So
I hate that.
this is the latest, but probably not the last mutation of this turkey. Ain't much call for doing that any place but here. So.
Yeah, you made into a bar and all we want to do is walk out there.
Bring it before spring.
Definitely.
You don't? That's a great bluegrass here.
What was I going to do? I don't want to do that anymore. What was that? You want to close this up? Why don't you close this up for now? And then we'll go and move to the other room and get into everybody jumping in.
Yes.
Oh, all right. All right.
This is a plug. This is on my tape that's coming out soon.
Now.
Yeah.
And it's dedicated to anyone who has ever had any kind of terrible thing break down on them in inopportune moments. Out on the highway last Saturday night, the car made a terrible sound. It chucked and it chopped, it gave out with a hop. I pulled over, the damn thing broke down. Well, I yelled and I lunged and I bounded and plunged. I was so angry I couldn't see. But then someone pulled over, put his hand on my shoulder, and this is what he said to me. Don't swear at machinery, it never does any good. If it isn't working, the wrench isn't helping, what makes you think that cussing would? Don't beat it or hit it, you'll only upset it. That's the dumbest thing that you can do. Don't swear at machinery, 'cause it never listens to you. Doing my laundry on Thursday last week, the dryer did not do its job. It rolled and it rocked and it kicked and it balked. It hopped round the room like a huge frog. Well, I yelled and I danced as it spat out in my pants. I was so angry I couldn't see. But as I raised my hand, then those words of that peaceful man suddenly came back to me. Don't swear at machinery, it never does any good. If it isn't working, the wrench isn't helping, what makes you think that cussing would? Don't beat it or hit it, you'll only upset it. That's the dumbest thing that you can do. Don't swear at machinery, 'cause it never listens to you. So when the nub lights rebels against you, when the fridge starts to smell gross, don't turn on your oven, just give it some lovin'. Don't say that your toaster is toast. Show no exasperation for no carburation. Don't drink that water again. Just turn yourself around and go sit yourself down and then start counting backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't swear at machinery, it never does any good. If it isn't working, the wrench isn't helping, what makes you think that cussing would? Don't beat it or hit it, you'll only upset it. That's the dumbest thing that you can do. Don't swear at machinery, 'cause it never listens to you. And we've all done this at one point or another, have we not? Haven't we? Well, in lieu of that, or in light of that, this is your last chance to all join in on the chorus. A lot of heart, a lot of soul, a whole lot of patience and understanding.
An extension cord.
Here we go. Don't swear at machinery, it never does any good. If it isn't working, the wrench isn't helping, what makes you think that cussing would? Don't beat it or hit
but you gotta help me, Graham, on these words, okay, right? I don't care. We'll start there anyways. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherwood now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Not a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Now Elson Barrett cried the town, how I wish I was in Sherwood now. For 20 brave men, all fishermen who would make for in the Antelope's crew, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the King's birthday we sailed to sea, how I wish I was in Sherwood now. We were 91 days to Montego Bay, pumping like madmen all the way, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the 96th day we sailed again, how I wish I was in Sherwood now. When a bloody great Yankee hove in sight, with our track 4 pounders we made to fight, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Now the Yankee lay low down with gold, oh I wish I was in Sherwood now. She was broad and fat and loose in space, but to catch her took the Antelope 2 whole days, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Well, at last we stood 2 cables away, how I wish I was in Sherwood now. Our track 4 pounders made an awful din, but with one fat ball the Yanks stove us in, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Well, the young sloop and pitched on her side, oh I wish I was in Sherwood now. Barrett was smashed like a bowl of pigs, and the main truck carried off both me legs, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Down here I lay in my 23rd year, how I wish I was in Sherwood now. It's been 6 years since we sailed away, and I just made Halifax yesterday, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold.